All right. Good morning, everyone. Oh, so Super Bowl Sunday this morning or today.
Yeah, getting
Who's
ready.
got for their teams?
I always go for the person that's winning. I'm really not. Like, who's winning?
You go for the
Yay!
first. Okay.
49ers, yay!
Okay, then. All right. Well, I'm a Bay Area girl, so I got to go.
Ah,
California girl, I got to go for the 49ers for sure.
okay.
But yeah. So I'm going to have you go ahead and mute, Lizzie, so I can just start. I'm going to switch positions. I'm just going to go this way. See if this is going to be better. For whatever reason, I don't feel comfortable in that chair, so we can go over this way. That's better. All right. All right. I usually am going to start these meditations with channeled messages from the council. So I'm going to go away and see how they want to conduct this meditation this morning for everybody, okay? All right. Just give me 1 minute to get quiet and still. Good morning, everyone. Greetings to all of you this beautiful Sunday morning. This morning, Kelly is not in her usual environment. She's in St. Louis today, about to travel back later on today. And we are happy to see all of you coming together for this time with us. We are wanting to speak to many of you these days because there's lots going on in your human experience that has so many of you perplexed, wondering why. Well, we want to give you some of these answers as to why. First starts with all of you as to why. And when we deliver these messages, we're cautious to not deliver them in a way that you receive them as a judgment, because they're not. What we are in support of and what we aim to do as a collective consciousness from the spiritual realm, accessible to all of you, is to help support you understand what your power is, that you are the architect of your experience of your life. And in you understanding that, and knowing it better, you can understand more of your questions that you have in your life that you all are in possession of internally. You all came into your lifetime experience completely equipped with everything that you need to navigate your life quite well. In fact, dare we say joyfully, happily, purposefully, meaningfully, and peacefully, tranquilly. So, how do you do that? How do you get from what we are saying from where you are, you might ask? Well, it all goes to the question of why? You are all vibrational beings. You all attract what you are thinking and emoting. And when you start to begin to understand that better, that connection, you will then see, as a result of how so many of you default in your thinking, and in your focus. Many times it's what you are not having, what you are needing, what you are wanting, what is wrong. Wouldn't you agree with all that? Lack mindsets that create so much of the whys that are happening, many of which you're not necessarily wanting or thinking that you're calling forward, when in fact you actually are. And it's not a judgment, it's not a criticism of you, it's a point of bringing forward an awareness of what you and your thoughts that evoke emotions that affect your vibration, which your vibration is what you create from, is bringing forward in your materialized world. There's a straight line between the two, cause and effect, that most of you are fully unaware of, to the degree of how it works, that we support you understanding better, that we come forward to you through this medium to understand better. We are in support of an unlearning of how you all have come to live life. It's not as the original design intended. And the original design was made by you and God. Nothing is put upon you. Nothing is being asserted against you in your life. This is all in accordance to your plan. What you prearranged before you materialized in your human form. You created these bodies. You're that powerful of a manifester. We've said this in previous videos, recordings that Keli has done. But it bears re-emphasizing that you all planned your human suits. Your human body is your creation with God. You are a co-creator of this experience with source energy. So you are all source energy in human form walking around this earth plane. So dare we say you are all choosing to, in your lack of remembrance of your power, choosing to play small in your life compared to what you could be manifesting, as evidenced in your human bodies, your human suits, in which you created and manifested. If you could do that, do you really think that you can't do this thing called life? Well, you can. So we come through with these messages to you, for you, as a result of your asking, because asking is given. All things spiritual are far easier than you can ever imagine. And it is just that simple, asking is given. The thing that you least understand about that, even those of you who do know that that is your truth, is understanding that all you have to do is align towards it, believe, trust, surrender to the process, and it will be given to you. And the way that you begin doing that is through caring most about how you feel, tending to your emotions, and learning how to deliberately focus in your life. Don't let your thoughts run amok. Amok being towards lack. Live in appreciation. There's so much to be appreciative about. And condition your thoughts. Catch them when you go negative. when you begin to default towards lack and turn them positive, short-term end result is that you will be far happier. The long-term end result of that is that you will be far happier. Is there a downside to that? No. So we say in the book that we have channeled through Keli, is it really that hard to feel better? Because the answer to your why, and how can you get to more of what it is that you're wanting and desiring in your life is to just learn how to focus upon appreciation and positivity. Feel better in the short term, and in term you'll learn that that will become your core state of being. And the net result of that is manifesting wonderful and positive things in your life. So, while most people do not give much thought, consideration, energy towards, dare we say energy, towards vibration, everything is energy. Thoughts become things. Your feelings, more specifically, become things because your thoughts elicit emotions, and emotions are what dictate your vibration. Your vibration is from where you manifest, where you create from. So if we were to give you a cheat sheet, a flow chart towards being a deliberate manifester of the life that you're wanting, take care of your thoughts. Embrace an unlearning of how you've normally been conditioned to think. Focus upon lack for the purpose of all those around you who benefit from you focusing upon lack. If you think about it, traditional religion benefits from that. They do not have an interest in you knowing and stepping into your power. There would not be a need for them and for you to give your money. Sit and think for some time as far as who benefits from your lack mentality. You might start seeing some things more clearly. And as a practice, we give you this exercise of, if you are wanting to really take more responsibility and control of what happens in your life and what you are creating as far as the experiences in your life, start with your thoughts. Create a practice of choosing positivity when you find yourself defaulting to lack. Catch yourself. Be easy with yourself. Have grace with yourself. Oh, I'm doing it again. This is what she does. Oh, I'm doing it again. And purposely keeping it light so that she is not getting down on herself, because that drags your vibration down as well, right? To criticize yourself and to have negative self-talk, it feels negative in your emotions. Let that be your compass. Let your emotions be your compass if you are trending right in your life or not. Positive emotions are spirit source. Yep, that's where we want you to go. Negative emotions, nope. We are in vehement disagreement with where you are placing your thoughts at this time. It is not reflective of who you are, who we see you as spiritually, which we know all. You are merely in this narrow lens, experiencing your humanness, oblivious to all of what truly is spiritually. So we encourage you to take our advice on this one, because so many are asking for answers to why and how to experience more in your life. And it was for a purpose that you all are living in that narrow lens in your humanness, is to keep you focused on this experience. If you were to understand all of what truly there is spiritually, you would not stay here. This is not for the faint of heart, this human experience that you are all walking through. So understand that that is your truth as well. So you came here equipped with everything to navigate it joyfully, peacefully, purposefully. You are strong, limitless beings. You're living too much in the narrow lens, however. And we are bringing you some spiritual truths about yourself so that you can have a higher understanding of yourself beyond the human lens that will help you to ask and is given. This is why we come to all of you with these messages. Ask and it's given. And why we're having this meditation process today and every other week. We're in support of all of you joining us, learning more about your universal truths, your spiritual truths that will help you navigate beyond the narrow lens that so many of you are walking through. And that was by your design too, that we would be available to help. We have activated many messengers on your earth plane at this time to help right the ship, because the weighted negativity on your earth plane has gone too far. Too many are struggling, too many are suffering when you don't have to. You're so limitless as a human creator that free will is available to you every moment of every day. Free will to the extent that you can choose literal bondage, and so many of you have, by choosing to weight your thoughts and live in negativity. That is choosing bondage. That is choosing suffering. You lack the awareness of that is what you are doing. You have acquiesced your power to others and don't understand that you alone have far more power as to activate things in your life and to eliminate things in your life, because you have been socially conditioned that you don't have it, and you do. So we come with these messages to support the unlearning of so much of how you have been conditioned, and instead learn your spiritual truths, that you are all God in human form, that you are all powerful creators, and we support you in the process of learning how to deliberately create and not regurgitate what has been that no longer serves you. That we support you in understanding and learning that love is the answer to all things, that you are not vulnerable in choosing love in all situations as the answer to so many of your why questions and how questions default there. We're all in support of you learning that you are the deliberate creators of all of your experiences. We support you understanding that you can heal your bodies, that emotional states cause physical manifestations that has caused so much illness on your earth plane, and that physical manifestations is spirit telling you, communicating with you on how to redirect them. Your body is very literal as to what shows up in it. This one, Keli has been struggling with Achilles surgery and rehab and and healing of her foot, her ankle. Prior to that, she was having issues with her knees. What do your knees do? Your knees support you in being able to pivot in your life, change direction. Well, she was being resistant to changing direction in her life. So we were poking her. And this, your feet ground you. It is our remembrance to her to stay grounded. She spends a lot of her time in the spiritual realm, one ear in at all times. And so right now she's having a bit of a difficulty marrying her two worlds. So this is her reminder to remain grounded and apply what she knows spiritually on the ground. She is not unique. This is how it works for all of you. So if things are physically manifesting in your body, check in with your emotions, what they're doing, what you have them focusing upon, because how you experience your life is based upon where you are placing your focus, and then the emotions follow. We will revisit this conversation, the connection of body and emotions, many, many times in the future. This is just to give you food for thought, because there is a redirection needed. There's an awareness that needs to be queued up for that in order to heal your planet, starting with all of you individuals, all of you humans that walk it. You all need to be healthy in order to change the ills of the planet. So, to this end, we have come forward to deliver these messages today to all of you in hopes to activate a greater awareness of these universal truths about yourselves that you can begin to marinate upon, let them wash upon you, begin to soak it in, as was the case with Keli as she started writing them through her Irreverent Messenger 7 Universal Truths book. She began to channel them, then began to understand them, study them, revisit them more. Then she began to truly understand them and speak about them to her clients and students. And then she began to embody them. This is how you begin to create more of what you want in your life. And we support that you are all very capable of doing so and encourage you to do so. So with our meditation today and these truths that we have shared with you, we're going to encourage and give space for all of you to just fall silent for 3 clock minutes while you set the intention for yourselves as well as the world to begin to activate understanding and learning your truths as the beginning part of changing and shifting the energy, the alignment of individual vibrations that will collectively have a net and positive effect on your earth plane. And as you fall silent and set that as your intention, listen in for the messages that we have for each one of you. As you do so, they are there in your moments of quiet and stillness to be received. And as you are receiving them, with your openness to receive them, we're also working with your vibration to elevate it to elevate it in ways that you are wanting, that will help you in learning and taking the steps forward to embodying these messages that will help you begin to become the powerful manifestors that you were destined to be. We will start with our 3 clock minutes now. They're gone. Whew. All right. Sometimes they flood me with a bunch of unconditional love that's literally can reduce to tears. That's the benefit of tapping in and doing these meditations. Elevate your vibration. Hopefully, did anybody get any messages from? You don't have to share if you don't want to. I'm just kind of curious. I think they're prompting me to ask, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Anything that anybody would like to share? What they did with me was they took me to a healing place, and then they showed me what is like a grid as far as that connects us all around the world, and showed how the us doing this work today and sending a collective, the power of collective intent, the power of collective intention, and how it amplifies healing into the world and goes into the grid that impacts the vibration in positive ways. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they were showing me a visual sense of that. And that's why they have encouraged us to do these meditations, because of the focus, the thought, the intentions in a focused way, positive ones, are what's going to heal this world of many ills, and also help us to understand our power and help us individually in the process learning our truths better and stepping into our power. So messages delivered. Hopefully that was helpful and you all benefited from that in our time together today. And that's it. They're making these short and sweet, but thanking you all for joining today to help with that end is appreciated. I appreciate all of you and sending all of you much love and light. Namaste. Bye-bye.